Welcome back to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. You are taking a live look at beautiful Progressive Field, where later tonight the Cleveland Guardians will host the Atlanta Braves on WKYC. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. and you can find this game right here on WKYC. Jason, it's been about 2 weeks since CJ Kayfus has made his much-anticipated MLB debut. Saturday will be the official 2-week mark. But what have you thought of the young rookie's first 11 games with the big league squad?
Yeah, obviously 11 games isn't very much to draw a conclusion on, but the one thing that I would say about him is he doesn't look overmatched. He looks like he belongs, which is about the best thing you can say on a guy 11 games in. 709 OPS is a little bit below league average, but still, you're talking about the first 11 games of a guy's career. I'm not going to bog you down with a lot of nerdy stats, but he's excelling at launch angle sweet spot percentage, which you're going to say, what does that mean? It means that he's hitting the ball at angles that usually results in really good things. He's above average at that. He's above average in barrel percentage. Again, what's that mean? It means he's hitting the ball really hard. When he makes contact, he's making great contact. Those are the types of indicators that you want to see early on. If you're looking beyond just the numbers, if you want to look at more extensive data, we need a bigger sample size, obviously, than just 11 games. But just going off early indications, when he hits the ball, he hits it really hard, and he's hitting it at angles that typically result in really good things.
Hey, listen, I just want to keep getting him more at bats. He has a good swing. He looks like he has a good approach at the plate. He looks the part. Like Jason said, he's not up there swimming. He is not, waving at pitches outside of the zone. His numbers don't look stellar, but at the end of the day, these are the young guys that we want to develop. I always want to see the young guys come up here because that's what the Guardians are. They move guys at a certain point in time where they're overpriced and they're not going to be able to sign them, so they go to a youth movement and move those guys for picks. This is one of the guys that everyone is excited to see. Let's start the development and give him more at-bats.
Yeah, you say the numbers may not jump off the screen. It's been 11 games, small sample size, but even a 709 OPS, Jason, which is slightly below league average, it's pretty good. In the upper echelon for the Cleveland Guardians right now, guys. Yeah. They have a lot of guys who are regulars in their lineup with an OPS sub 709. Granted, small sample size. But I think the one thing that's interesting, Jason, I wonder if you could touch on this a little more. When I was doing some research for this, I came to the finding that in 2021, the Guardians as an organization, and Chris Anthony talked about how they changed the traits they looked for in hitters. And Kayfus is the first fully draft-to-debut player since they changed the traits they're looking for. And some other guys since include Bazana, Chase DeLauder, Jace Lavalette, the guy they just drafted, Ralphie Velasquez. They traded for Brito and Manzardo. But Kayfus, to me, looks comfortable. He looks like a major league hitter, even though I can't stand his jersey number. Hopefully he gets to pick a real jersey number next year. But he looks like a real major league hitter. And I'm hopeful, fingers crossed, kind of hopeful, that maybe the change in approach for the traits that the Guardians front office was looking for in their power bats will now actually start producing some guys who are real contributors in the lineup.
Well, in order to understand what they've moved toward, you have to understand what they're moving away from. And they compiled a ton of middle infield type, high contact rate guys, not a ton of power. And I guess that they correlated that to their pitching, which was control guys, and they thought they could get to more velo. If you get a lot of high contact guys, maybe you can get them to more power. It didn't work. They've accumulated all these middle infielders, and none of them have been great. Now they're sort of transitioning back to guys who can hit the ball out of the ballpark. There's going to be some swing and miss associated with that. In today's game, you have to live with that because the data is overwhelming. You have to be able to hit the ball out of the ballpark if you're going to have success in the postseason, and that's obviously the key for everybody.
I think that's what Kayfus has done so far. 1 homer in 11 games. Hopefully he gets to 4, 5, 6 maybe by the end of the season. But that's going to wrap it up for the WKYC edition of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. If you like what you saw here, check us out on YouTube, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. 2 hours of Cleveland sports, including post-game shows. We'll see you later. Peace.